Hello guys, welcome to a land-based video. So today, hoping to catch some gummy sharks, maybe a snapper. Weather isn't great, pretty windy. So I don't know if anyone else will end up here either, but I've got all my stuff here, so I've got a towel to sit on so I don't have to carry as much. Could have brought probably a chair pretty easily anyway. Reels, a leader, pliers, tackle, keeper bag with some bait in a container inside it, rods, and the old dodgy rod holders. They're not the greatest rod holders. If you've got a preference in rod holders that you think would be better, because I have had these in other videos and they do fall down a bit if I can't get them in the ground enough. Let me know what your favourite land-based rod holders are, because I'm not much of a land-based fisherman, so let me know. I'll check them out and see if they're worth getting. I normally either need them to stick into sand or dirt. That is about it. So anyway, I'm going to set these up. I've got fresh squid just from the other day, so if you want to check that out, that was also land-based. That'll be one of the latest videos, so check that one out. Going to do a bit more land-based fishing, I think. It's actually quite nice just sitting on a bank and not having to worry about waves hitting you and stuff anyway. Even though the weather isn't great today, hopefully you can catch a couple, maybe even a sneaky red. Alright, cut my bait and you can see it's pretty inky, still pretty fresh, only caught it a couple of days ago, so go on the wings off one that I kept to eat. I've got a whole one there that I highly doubt we'll get to, but because I've got a head to get through as well. Just rigged up a double snell. Not preferable for gummies, but the fact it is close to early snapper season, I'll do that. Just a running sinker rig, my sinker there. And this, I'll cast it out, I'll show you when we're down there. I just don't want to get ink-ified too much. Tide's already come in a little bit, which is good. I guess meant to be a reasonably high tide today, so I think other times I've fished land-based here, it hasn't been ideal tides. Or so people have told me. Still caught fish, so, but I've only got squid bait today, so see how it goes. Yummy, that looks good. We might get real weeded too, I'm thinking. Just gonna put this in here so I can wash my hands a slight bit, because it's rather inky. I'm gonna be an inky mess by the end of this today. I might even bring my squid down here, the squid wings, and wash them a little bit, just so it's not as messy. I'm sure the fish will be fine. So that's the rig. I've got a star sinker on there. Probably don't need it. I've only got 4 sinkers though, so we will see how it goes. Got my terrible rod holders, and hopefully we cast this out and we can get something. Didn't cast it very far. And yes, my pen sounds a bit gross. I'm actually going to recast again because I'm a bit out of form. But this thing I've had for ages, it's still going fine. Probably just needs a service. But they're fantastic, especially if you're on the kayak a lot like me and copping salt water. They do well. Look how much weed we got. I thought that might be the case, but that might have been just from winding it in. Hopefully. So I need a bigger cast. It's only 1 strand anyway. It's not that bad. Sinker didn't get too bad. Let's retry that again. A bit better. Still not great with that wind. Hopefully the other one we can peg out a bit further. Get that chilling in here. Now, the ground does turn into rock, so it's only in as far as it can go. I'm actually going to go a bit of a looser drag so my rod doesn't get pulled in the water. Tighten that up and then get the next one. I doubt it's going to go off for a bit anyway. I'm more targeting around the high tide, but I might as well get it out there for now. Hopefully. She doesn't fall in. Still rigging up the other one. I reckon looked like I might have had a little nibble. I'm sure there's pickers around picking at the squid too. We'll get down and hold it for a bit and make sure. Could have just been some wind. Well, I've moved the rod holders already, even when I came and washed some squid down, because the tide's coming in reasonably quick. Give it a couple of minutes and then no little nibbles again. We will put it back on up. That was a little touch then. It's not big though. Maybe it is. Yep. That didn't take long. I think it's a gummy. I could be wrong. Been pretty shallow. Didn't take long either. Might be a little schoolie. Little schoolies love squid. Not making him fight much. That was only out for a little bit. That's pretty cool. Now I am today after a bit of a feed, but he might. We'll see what size he goes. That did not take long at all. Pretty happy with that. I'm still rigging up the other rod. He's not the worst gummy. He's not huge, but I think he's legal. Which is pretty good. That was real quick. Yeah, he's not a crazy big one, but for someone that hasn't had flake for months and months, I think I'll go give him a proper measure, but I reckon he's definitely size. So then I'll bleed him out and get another bait on. There he is. Nothing crazy, but it's a bloody good start. Pretty happy with that. Go measure him. We'll see what the go is. Definitely size. That one. Next bait, that one. I only just put the line through my other one. We might even have some bait inside of him if he's got some mantis shrimp. Which is good. I'll knock him out and then bleed him. Won't show you that though. I didn't even think I'd cast that one out very far. Still got it, so that's good. Drag was set pretty good, I reckon. Didn't pull over the holder. Pretty happy with that. Flake, flake, flake. That didn't take long. Still want that to run off again. Well, we do, but I would like to get this one set up. I've only put the line through the guide. Still one of the highest things that's keeping me squid nice and fresh. Chuck that in his gut cavity in the chiller bag. Then we'll buy ice on the way back. Probably release a lot that I get from now on if I get any more. Just because with the double snell they could get hooked deepish. If they do that, then we'll have to keep one. So we don't want to voluntarily keep one and then send one back with hooks in. Alright, the wind's picking up. It's just, well, it's not picking up, it's just gusty. The gusts coming in. I am going to have to pull this rod up. Might have to lay it on the rocks, and I think some people put a rock like near the butt, try wedge it in there. Got the other one rigged up. I just need to put the sinker dropper on and some bait, and then we'll have 2 rods on the go. Well, some land-based people are going to plane. I think other people don't like when I put rods so far away, but just because of the wind, I've had them falling over trying to wedge them in, and they're just getting all scuffed up trying to be wedged in there because of the wind's that bad. So at least up here, it's not perfect, but at least they're not falling down all the time. So see how we go. Keen for when these gusts stop, seem to be constant. Alright, wind is still pretty gross. I'm struggling to see any bites and stuff. I swapped my baits over, making them a bit fresher. But tide has come up a fair way, as you can see. It's good, it's still going to come up a bit more, I think. Hopefully, I think the wind should back off in an hour or so. Even just a little bit would be nice. There was 2 boats out there somewhere, but there's one still out there, the other one pulled the pin, which is understandable. So, be fairly rocking and pretty bumpy out there. This little rock bit's going okay, but wind this in, chuck it out. I'm going to try cast with the wind. Might be a bit of weed getting around with its roughness. Oh, we got no bait anyway. Okay, good thing we decided to check. I'm assuming they're getting toadified. Probably could have left it as a long one actually. Keep the bait out there for longer, doesn't get, well, it's getting picked, might last a bit longer. Do that next time. The reedy 187s that I like on me. Use whatever hooks you like, but I like the reedies. Reedy's also a nice bloke. So yeah, get them in. Did the job before, we just need the gummy to come past in this wind. I'm going to cast on a bit of an angle this time with the wind. Try and get a bit of extra distance, which has worked. Well, I've whipped out the heads. I haven't fully put them on yet. I've got a squid gut on. I am getting picketed to death by toadies. I'm assuming they're toadies. I think I foul hooked one when I was winding in before and it fell off. I've seen it come up onto the surface. But yes, I'm getting absolutely ravaged. The wind is still not great, but I think it feels like it might have died off by a couple or more. Maybe I'm just more used to it now. And that one, that's why that one's down. Doesn't feel great, but maybe it's wrapped up. This is on the squid gut. Oh. Is it a banjo or something? I don't know, he might just be a wrapped up gummy, is it? I think it might be. Which isn't too bad. If it is any size, I'll ask if the other guy wants it. Another guy here. Here's a gummy, but he's wrapped up a bit. Come on, up, 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 up. Get out of there. Oh, you menace. As you can see, I'm quite the rookie. That is another gummy. Stop going. Just started hearing drag once I was checking the other bait. He's not bad. I'll go see if that other guy wants him. He's definitely size. And if not, he'll go on his way. It's not a bad one though. Alright, we've given that squid gummy away because I've already got one, so share around. And I'll bait these up and get them out because I've got no baits in the water at the moment. That's going to be it. No more, just the 2 gummies, but no pest species, and pretty happy with that. I've packed up most of my stuff, just got the last rod to pack up, so we'll leave that out there just in case while I'm packing up the other stuff. But wind's died off a bit now, and if you're more keen, you'd stay out once it got dark and you'd probably catch a few more. But I'm happy with that, got my one to keep, and I'm going to head off. So catch you guys in the next one. If you've got any land-based tips, let me know. And yeah, hopefully more to come.